There you go. Welcome to the Magic 6 PUGs today on August 17th with some fresh 6v6 PUGs. And we're of course excited for some interesting Overwatch, for some different part of Overwatch. Let's see. I think I'm actually team spec. Let me write him real quick. Spec. So right now I think I'm team spec for team blue, which of course we don't want. We want the full team spec. Thanks. A quick response from Real Gulag Boy right now, balancing and administrating this lobby, and we are in. So there we go. Blue team and red team, as said, 6v6 roll lock. So we have 2 tanks on each team. And we're starting on Oasis today's session. So let us see what this is going to be. What the hell is that? A Doomfist Roadhog composition that is quite aggressive, very fast, but also unorthodox. Again with the Life Weaver. We see a lot of Life Weaver from unorthodox. And Cybersantage, of course, big welcome to our friends from MO7s helping us out here, providing us with the necessary people. And of course this is a new world for them as well, as they are now taking a little sip out of that big pond that 6v6 is offering. Still today with his workshop code, careful there Mura, drops very low, lots of pressure for him, but he gets out safely, but gets right back into it as he is getting healed up, looking for a target in the back line. Right now the tanks just trying to manage some space. When we have the first kill and the second as well, Hikaru and Pitchum immediately cut down by the blue team. That's both DPS gone, and that's gonna be it for this. Tessie will actually get Pitchum back onto the server, but for now this is gonna be very problematic as Mura goes after that backline, and there's not much to do. He has way too much fun on the Genji. And that's the blue team with a great performance. So they just won this battle of attrition. The pink team still looking for the right engages here. Simon, of course, here on the Diva. The Orisa Diva also kind of defensive. Orisa, of course, would have good fun against both Katie Smoot and Mr. Bad Boy, but Mr. Bad Boy is the first one to fall here. Bites off a little bit more than he could chew. Now, that's Doomfist gone. You have a lot of space, but right now the pink team is a little bit hesitant. Really taking their time in that engagement. There's going to be the barrage now. Pitchum goes in, gets the kill into Regular, but will they get traded? But Cybersantage drops low here. Hikaru would have the dragon at his disposal. That is a good try, but not good enough. Mura goes in for that. Nanoblade, it's a 3-piece already on this Genji. Of course, who else? So he turns that fight around by himself, and there's going to be the pause here. Ah, okay, because we have a disconnect. Ooh, Daddy actually left the game. And RZ Plays is going to be brought into the mix, apparently. And we will restart the match with a new player. RZ Place will join in for Uwu Daddy. Simon, in such a world of pain here, tries to get out alive, but won't succeed in doing so. Mura and Mr. Bad Boy, after the baby diva now, they want to cut down the pilot. Are they going to succeed? Yes, they will. There's not much to do here for the poor baby diva. Can't really fight that much. No, watch, yeah, indeed. Some things never change, man. Some things never change. But he was also isolated, to be fair. So that was well played by Mr. Bad Boy. That was quite the sick movement. You came from above just to punch Snip into the wall. And getting the kill here without the Ana, usually it's going to be very rough. And Tessie doesn't have a Suzu here. Doesn't find the right TP target in time. So she will be dead here, unfortunately. The blue team really taking the toll out of this poor pink team. They don't really know what to do here. We see a swap, though, onto the classic full dive from 2016. But now the whole hog may be an issue. It's going to be a sleep dive here onto Katie Smoot, who gets woken up by Simon. But somebody has to touch. Can they do it in time? They cannot. They are kept away by Katie Smoot. And of course, Mura is just so wild on that Genji. We know this prodigy. We know how deadly he can be. And it feels like he has been warming up for this. He has been training. The lad is an absolute mass murderer. The pink team so far in shambles. But of course, everything is possible. And also, if you see any frame drop, securing and stuff. That could be actually the server of this workshop code, because this workshop code with the 2 extra players is actually under heavy load. So there might be a chance that you'll see some stuttering going on. That is actually not your internet. That is not my internet on my computer. It is in fact the workshop server. Most of the time, at least. We see some swaps coming in. Hikaru on the Cassidy, of course. You want to take care of the Doomfisted front. Also pitch him on the edge here, especially on University. A little bit hard to do. Oh, careful then. That is what I mean. Mr. Bad Boy gets the kill, though, onto Snip before he gets traded up by RZ Place. So, it's a 5v5. Back to the old format, one could say, but now it's a 4v4 with Hikaru getting Katie's mood. So that's going to be 2 tanks out of the blue team. Pink team missing a little bit of firepower, but they should be fine. The pink team is going to take control over this point. It's going to be the attempt of Tessie to get the orb onto Simon. Nice movement here with that Fate onto high ground. Just spraying onto the baby diva, but she's not long for this world as Mira goes after her, but Real Gulag Boy can also be traded out by Hikaru. So it's a very feisty match here going on. The pink team tries to stay alive here on point. They want to gain as much control as they can, but they drop so low, and Mr. Bad Boy actually gets out alive, and now this is going to be the point flip. But at least 18% is gained, and look at that. Both tanks again, Gately's mood. And Mr. Bad Boy already dead. The Winston dives aggressively. Gets the kill now onto Unorthodox. A life weaver that was isolated on point. Mira will still try his best. We know how good he is, but not good enough here to win against the rest of the pink team. And that's going to be the flip now. Mr. Bad Boy making it back onto point, but he has to deal with at least 4 angry persons from the pink team. And Katie's mood again. They just int a little bit too hard. They're not waiting for their team to properly regroup. And the pink team are building on their advantage on the percentage, but Real Gulag Boy might be able to turn this around with that kill onto Hikaru. Dragon gonna be sent here onto the point. Bomb as well from Simon into the back line. Mr. Bad Boy, though, has been very feisty here. Gets 2 kills immediately, and Real Gulag Boy will prevent the death of him, as Pitchum will be cut down by the archer. Look at that. Simon, no chance here. It's gonna be the point flip. 56% at least, but that was definitely not what they were expecting. RZ goes in a little bit too deep. Too much is going to be getting punched back into it. Coalescence will be popped by Tessie, though. Wants to keep the team alive. Going to succeed in doing so. It's going to be now the Nanoblade, though, onto the back line. Tessie needs to get out alive here. That will be fine, but Mura does have something to say about this, as there was the dash reset from the kill onto Snip, and both supports again in the dust. And despite of that 1 kill that they got here, not going to be enough here. Mr. Bad Boy again dropping so very low, and there's that. You gain some stability back with that kill onto the Doomfist. Both teams very divey on their approach. Different nuances, of course. You have some poke, some anti-dive as well, with Snip on that break. And now the pink team is going to regain the point and get that lead back, even though it's very thin right now. Only 57%, 261 right now. Mr. Bad Boy will be found out. 65% and counting. The pink team, they have a chance to get back into this match. Snip, very aggressive, wants to get onto Mura, and the stun actually lands, but he boops Mura into safety. Still, they can go aggressive here. Cybers and Tasha will miss the sleep dart, and the rest of the pink team will just go for the cleanup. And would you look at that? It's almost an entire team kill. It's only Unorthodox escaping with his life back to the spawn door. But the blue team now on their last legs. 88%. They have a chance for a recontest with the entire team being back, and very fast heroes at the disposal. Oh, it's going to be an aggressive bomb here, it seems like, but nothing will be hit from that. Now it's going to be the overtime, but Katie Smoother is already dead. Mr. Bad Boy, the only one you can really count on, but they plant the tree on the spot, and would you look at that, Pitchum just gets executed on the spot by Mura. And the blue team seems to get a grasp back. The pink team not really having an answer, but would you look at that? Mura, like a jet pilot, soars through the air, getting the kill onto Tassie. Simon makes it back here. Arzi, though, uses his primal rage here to trying to recontest, but honestly, that was a lost team fight anyways. Why would you commit that crucial ultimate? And now this could be ropes for the pink team, as Mura is sitting on a blade, and Cybersantage is pretty much having his nano as well, and we know how deadly this guy can be. The pink team only having a singular ultimate. Tessie might be able to get a quick coalescence here, but that's pretty much it. So all the resources they have, and Simon eats that dragon. Feisty well spiced as well. So there's one ultimate at least gone, but still the win condition is on that Genji. We know that. He's going to pull out that blade, goes in immediately with that kill on the snip, looks under the target, but he does not find it. He will get shut down. Still lots of space gained. The pink team will lose the D.Va mech. Still possible to win this pulse bomb from Pitchum. Locks up the Katie Smooth, who will survive here thanks to that sturdiness of the ball. Real Gulag Boy, though, trapped in this little room, will get chased down by Pitchum. And it's an absolute dogfight on that point. But now with the pink team having the necessary kills, they should be able to gain the advantage here now with Unorthodox in the grave as well. Mr. Bad Boy super low. No chance to survive against Hikaru. And it's only Cybers and Tash. Well, Mura makes it back onto the point as Tracer, but immediately cleaned up. And there you go. The equalizer for the pink team. What an exhilarating match so far. It looked so easy at first for the blue team. City Center was a breeze. It was over in just a flash. And would you look at that, the pink team still has some fight in them. They make it back. They win University and bring us to Gardens. For the final attempt, we still have no winner. All right. One moment, I need to do something real quick. All right, back into the game. There you go. Round has already started. So, see any swaps in the composition? We do see a Bastion from Pitchum. Wants to force out a cooldown here. Katie Smooth back again onto that hog. Oh, and that's going to be an issue for RZ plays, of course. You have less HP in 6v6, so if you get hooked in, you will get melted pretty easily. So no mistakes allowed if you're playing against that hog of Katie Smooth. Pitchum. So much damage for him. That's going to be that. See, okay, no problem. I just had to check something. As we can see, the blue team here with all their power. Katie Smooth on that hog is just such a big menace, and we see that RZ plays will now whip out the Reinhardt. So more Brawly attempt. Dive's not it. You know, Katie Smooth, of course, is a big danger on that hog, and you know it. Still on that D.Va from Simon. Quite the valid pick. Katie Smooth drops very low, has no chance to survive here, and Hikaru also make the swap here onto the Genji. Look at how fast this goes. Mira will take snip, but still 3 kills for the pink team. This is a clear sign as they will regain control over this point. Mr. Bad Boy tries to get out, will not succeed in doing so. Cybers and Taj, you also will be sent back to spawn, and the pink team takes back the control. But of course, you just need to play on that Nano Blade. There's not really anything to answer here from the pink team yet. No really defensive ultimate. Hikaru, though, also very quick on his blade. Oh, and RZ Plays is waiting for someone unsuspecting, but as you can see already by the outlines, they are just avoiding him entirely. And Katie's Mood will get the kill here, but this bomb has so much radius that you definitely get the kill here. Mr. Bad Boy drops very low. Simon sees that. Will get the kill. Katie's Mood misses that hook. Under lots of pressure from that Bastion damage, will still get out alive, and they trade out RZ as well. So, not the greatest time here. Pitchum looking for the kills here. But that artillery fire doesn't get a kill. Cybers and Tash back in position. Can help out Katie Smooth here. Mr. Bad Boy looking for maybe the punch. Will not succeed in doing so. Snip will get felt. Unorthodox dead here. It's an absolute checkerboard. But now Hikaru whips out his own blade and gets a 2-piece. Maybe a 3rd one. Yes, sir! Wow, that is quite what we like to see. Mira, though, will hunt it down here. But look at that chaos. The pink team hasn't dropped the point yet. And the blue team, they have invested so much. Blade preemptively for Mura, but no nano applied here. Sabotage still has it in his bank if we needed that. Real Gulag Boy also having the bob here, but of course against the Bastion of Pitchum, there's not much survival. RZ Place looking for that shatter. Potentially in front. Bob's going to be sent here onto point. Mira, gets the kill onto Hikaru, and the Bob right in the back here. Very awkward angle. Pitchum drops very low. Will get the kill onto Real Gulag Boy, but Mira is, of course, very strong here. And RZ is just blocking off the Bob here. The pink team, they have so much time in regrouping, so there's no issue for them. Yeah, and Simon will just jump off. Just make sure that you don't get staggered. So, still 95% for this pink team. Great signs so far. They are doing a great job. Now the blue team back in control. 45% for them. Oh, aggression from Snip. Gonna go in here, but look at that. The aggression immediately punished. Gulag Boy comes back on that RZ plays with that shatter attempt. Shatters absolutely nothing, but it doesn't matter. The commotion cost is enough to get this pink team back onto the point. Pitch him with the 2-piece here. Has a very bad visitor here. Katie's mood. Gonna take the kill here. Still will be finished off. And Mr. Bad Boy makes it back on the point. Nice dodge here from Tessie. And you take care of that. The pink team is back in the driver's seat. Gulag Boy makes it back. And we'll get the kill here onto Tessie. Of course, the next support is the next target you have. But Pitchum also launches in his ultimate. Gets the kill onto Unorthodox. And Gulag Boy could do God's work here for the blue team. He's collecting kills left and right. It is only RZ Place right now on point. And would you look at that? A miracle has happened. The carry boots have been put on. And Gulag Boy brings this back. The pink team, they pretty much had it. The medal was around their neck already. But Gulag Boy rips it off. And we're still fighting. 76% last fight territory for both teams. Winner takes all. Winner takes Oasis. Ball swap here from Katie. It's going to be the bomb. The pulse bomb from Gulag Boy needs to be a feisty one. Looking for the kill onto Hikaru. Drops low. Will go in with a blade. Pitch him with a kill. On Gulag Boy! Oh, the pulse bomb gets eaten. And he also will get chewed up by Hikaru himself. And that is again a great sign for the pink team as they take so many kills. The blue team seizing point. And it's now for the pink team. Katie Smooth drops so low. Has to be very careful. There's going to be now the D-Make onto Mr. Bad Boy. Made it back onto the Diva. Can the blue team somehow stay alive? Gulag Boy forced out. Will get finished off. The pink team about to reverse sweep this. Miura doesn't even make it onto point. And the pink team, out of almost nowhere, they win Oasis. Such a struggle on first map. 0 to 100%. And would you look at that masterpiece of a game? Insane. Absolute insanity. The first round of this evening is already an absolute full-on banger. And the pot G from Hikaru. A spicy one with that blade. Ooh. What a first round. Don't you think, guys? There you go. That's the face also. Of course, I have the cam on here. God dang. That was fun as hell. Insane. Insane stuff. Applause to both of these teams. That was a fantastic round. Exciting to the last, just how we like it. Some good Overwatch we saw here. Some good Overwatch. Whew. So now we are waiting for the balancing to happen. So far this has been a very enjoyable one, and as you can see. Yeah, hello there, RZ Plays. I'm very glad to hear that, and also thank you so much for the follow earlier in the starting screen. Sorry, the follower alert was under the icon. I didn't move it, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, I saw your follow. Really appreciate it, really. It's also good for me to unrust myself, to shake off the dust and the cobwebs. The cobwebs. Because, well, we have some things going in the Magic6 PUGs. You have already seen in the announcement, maybe, that there is a tournament coming. So, of course, I'm gonna be there to cast. I'm absolutely ready for this Battle of the Ages. The official announcement will come soon, guys, don't worry. But, you know, there's a tournament. Definitely. There will be a 6v6 tournament here on EU. Magic6 represents, and it's gonna be a fun one. But more in a few days, all right? We'll try it in a few days. It's gonna be an announcement next week. I'm really excited. I'm really hyped for this tournament. I could tell the entire world about this, but of course, you know, NDAs are very strict, so in due time, guys, in due time. All right. So, as you can see, Colosseo is already logged in. So, let's switch the scene. There you go. Full screen for you lads. With Colosseo. A few people in, a few people out. And also, unorthodox to see... pause. Unorthodox to see this map type out of all chosen for this, because we know that back in Overwatch 1, push didn't exist in the modes selection. So we were usually playing something else. Okay, Mura does have a problem apparently, so there's gonna be a reset real quick. All right, no problem. We'll see where that leads us. But yeah, anyways, as said, very weird to see 6v6 played out on push. But of course, as we said here in the Magic6 PUGs, this is not a heck go back button. This is not let's go back to Overwatch 1, revert everything. You have seen the new heroes being played. And you're seeing right now the new modes being played. The 6v6 format we use in Magic 6 is pretty much a combination of the old 6v6 format, but still with Overwatch 2 hero policy. So we see all the kit reworks that we know from Overwatch 2. We see the new heroes going in. Of course, it's a little bit tweaked. Like, you can't have a frontline with a accumulated HP of around 1,600. That will be way too broken. So, of course, this is toned down. And other than that, it's just that. It is Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 pretty much combined. 6v6 with Overwatch 2 policy. So, let us start again. Colosseo is up for grabs. We saw the first map, Oasis, a turnaround from that pink team that looked so horrid, we have to say, on the first map, but they bring it back in such a fantastic fashion, in almost a miracle. Even though Mura was carrying his heart out on the Genji, well, the pink team, they adapted very well. They could bring the team play to a new level. And now we see some different approaches. A Sigma Ball, that used to be a thing back in the days. Gonna be played here into a dive composition. So with Hikaru playing the Mei here, Mr. Bad Boy got shut down pretty hard by Gulag Boy. Mura needs to head out, and I think that is the reason why Hikaru is not playing the Genji right now. Even though he could, honestly, he would be a great tag team partner for his tanks. Placid Flunky with a kill into Gulag Boy will get traded out though by Snip, who is very aggressive here on the front line. Hikaru will be forced into his ice block though. Pretty fast from the poke of the Genji in the backline. Pitchum goes deep here. Regains control of the map with that kill onto Cybersantage, the pink team yet again. Showing their stability and all of that. Pitchum. We know how good of a Winston he is. So an old friend from the ML7 PUGs who is now joining us, who is filling these ranks and making life hell for Placid Flunky. But there's going to be the pull from Unorthodox, getting the Sigma to high ground, also pulling him into safety where he can be healed up. Gulag Boy again killing Mr. Bad Boy. Not the first time we see that. Pitchum now having the primary H up, goes deep here, wants to force out the Kiriko. It's going to be the Suzu at least, used by Cybersantage, will get out. Primal, so as well now by Pitchum. Wants to juggle the ball here, but Mazuti, of course, going to be healed up by this tree. Minefield now tossed in. Pitchum try to zone off the rest. Mura goes in for that blade. Many targets in front of him, but will get booped back, and the blade is almost gone in. That was very close. Even still, Gulag Boy killed himself there. What did happen? I think he might have shot his own dynamite. Or he might be burning. He was very low last we saw him. Gonna be the bomb set in the backline. No kill secured from that. Snip very much in danger, but Tessie keeps him alive. Nano also available if needed. Placid Flunky. It's gonna be a huge flux. 3 people in it. Look that! Cybersantage with an absolute howler. Gets 2. It's gonna be now the D-Mac onto Simon. What a chaos here. Placid Flunky, the one to capitalize. But right now, they're not really pushing the bot, so they lose a lot of time. Simon's still alive here, but Placid Flunky just go in here for the slap in the face. Uses kinetic grabs just perfectly for Cybersantage to keep him safe. It's gonna be another regroup. Pink team, they have a good momentum going here. Oh, careful, Snip got rocked. That's way too aggressive here, but he is completely fine. Oh, never mind. Mr. Bad Boy just cast a cursed. The poor break from the pink team, and Mr. Bad Boy is there with the off angle now. Mazuti goes in, sweeps up for the kill. And now the blue team, they seem to be showing up here as well. Unorthodox with that tree, gonna keep everyone nice and healthy. Dragon Blade as well from Europe popped, but not the greatest position for him. You can really see that they got used to Mura's blades. We know how good he is. Regulak Boy, yeah, that's really not where you want to be. Pitch him, but we'll trade that out. Mr. Bad Boy drops low, but cannot be finished off. Look at that, another checkerboard here in the kill feed. It goes back and forth, but now the pink team finally seem to have regained the ground they needed and will finally take control over the board. They're in the disadvantage now, but that is no problem for now, because the forward spawn has not been secured by the blue team. Someone play Mauga? Oh, hello there, Toasty. The real dev, the inventor of this fantastic workshop code, is well with us. Welcome, Toasty. Welcome. Really glad to see you here. It's the second match of the day, and the first one. Oh, you should have seen it. It was such a banger. An absolute reverse sweep. But for now, it's a 5v5. Regulak Boy sees blood in the water, cannot kill. Though, Mr. Bad Boy. Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage here. The Hanzo goes around, and now there's the shield in front, so you can't shoot that dynamite. Well, not what you'd like to see. Mazuti sweeps in for the action. Wants to go on to pitch him. Also drops low. It's going to be the bomb, though. Sent in. Look at that. Mazuti has so many targets in front of him. Needs to go back here. Mura goes in deep. And look at that with the dragon also zoning everyone. Nobody can move away from this avalanche. And the pink team will be scratched off the board yet again. They have a slight advantage. Just a slight one. A few centimeters. Going to be in here. And the blue team now will regain the lead though. Will they? No, they won't. Wait a minute. The pink team, they still keep themselves alive. That is really weird. But Mazuti gets a very crucial kill here onto Tassi. Hikaru will trade that out though onto Mr. Bad Boy. Minefield also now deployed. Snip tries to get out alive, but Mazuti is right up his heels. Mura goes in now deep, and look at that. The blue team, they've regained the momentum. They have now also officially the lead. Such a good try from that pink team to stay alive, to stay in the lead, but it is to no avail. Back to the drawing board we go with that pink team having a nano available for Tessie, of course. Who can you use it on? Both tanks, always an option. Hikaru in a good position could be scary as well. For now, though, forward spawn secured. Hikaru, though, will open up this team fight with a kill of himself. Tessie, though, will get some visit from behind. Will keep herself alive, though, with that nade. Pitch him very deep in. Doesn't have a primary rage. He used that before. He needs healing. Will receive it now. Took a little while, but it's okay. The pink team, the tank line is so stable. So active as well. It looks good here. Of course, Mazuti is such a nuisance here. Goes in here onto Gulag Boy. Will get booped back. Drops very low. Needs to disengage, but the pink team at least can push the bot over the line. They are still in the disadvantage. For getting this lead back, they need to win this next team fight. But as I say that, look at that. It should be a kill on Mr. Bad Boy, but it doesn't happen. He gets back into his backline where he can get healed up. Hikaru is in the backline, though. This might still be winnable. You get the kill on Unorthodox. Bomb will be sent in by Simon, but nothing gained from that. There might also be a Suzu involved. And Hikaru gets kicked out of his copy and cleaned up. And the pink team needs to run for the hills, but look at the old banks of both teams. There's not much left here for the pink team. Both support ultimates still available, but on the other half, we have 4, almost 5 ultimates. Minefield now for Mazuti in the backline. You make sure that it's awkward for them to really disengage. You split the team. Mazuti still looking for Snip here. Goes in aggressive. It's going to be the nano now. Onto the break, and now Placid looking for the kills, not gaining anything. Mura now adds that blade, though, will get juggled away from Bishop. What a nice team play. Look at that. Oh, the Yana's still alive. Mura will be so angry, but he's still alive here. But now the pink team have the momentum back as so many people just drop low in the back. And there's 2 kills. Now the pink team just needs to go for the cleanup. Forward spawn is not secured here, so you have also a lot of time here to maybe get a stagger, but Pitchum dies here. There's 3 people there. Oh, they must be low here on Orthodox. Yeah, drops very low. You just going for the cleanup. The sleep that hits Mr. Bad Boy. And he will be put to sleep eternally as Mazuti now is the only one in the backline, being a nuisance. But at least you have the control back in front. Still Snip, though, needs to be careful. Even though he's Kiriko, always respect what the enemy team can do. So can you somehow gain the advantage? You have the bot back. You are in the enemy half. The pink team not having the worst position right now to secure anything off this. Simon close to another bomb. And also the bot closing in on that barricade. So you have a good chance here. Hainun also available for Mr. Bad Boy, who is right now just on top, not going for anything funky because he can get easily shut down. Hikaru with a try here on that Genji copy will get shut down immediately by Cybersantage, though. Oh, that is a feisty one, but the eat of Simon is so big, and Pitchum gets the kill onto Blessed Flunky. Bomb will be sent in. Mazuti dies here, but the bomb somehow gets Mr. Bad Boy. Okay, that's gonna be a lot of question marks in chat. And just like that, you have the control back. Simon with a 3-piece. Blessed makes it back onto the point here on the Winston, but just to get flattened immediately. Mazuti also back. They want to maintain the lead here. Mazuti, of course, is the target. That is the hardest one to clean up, and that is exactly the point why you sent that ball on there. Only 30 seconds. The blue team is already in a world of desperation, but they are crumbling. They are in the ropes right now. Somebody needs to put them out of their misery. Pulse bomb in the back, and look at that. The pink team has the full control. They have now the forward spawn, but there's still the butt scratch modus. And now there's that. There is the lead for the pink team. They are in the driver's seat now. The blue team, they need to even touch. Can they make it? They can. They have the tanks to make it on. But now this is the crucial fight. Pitchum is going to be Nano Team Primal Rage. Tries to juggle everyone off. Wall going to be used here. Kitsune Rush just popped when the wall drops. Perfect timing here, but also immediately the counter. Mura is inside of that Kitsune Rush looking for the kills. Can't really get anything here. Bob now from Simon will zone everyone from the point. Kill out the Cybersantage. Remake as well. He gets back Mazuti, the only person alive, into 5 of the pink team. Also Mr. Bad Boy was in the back line, but cannot do anything. And the pink team will bring it back here. Another absolute banger of a match. 2 rounds in, and both rounds have been the best that we could ask for. And the PUG presented by the king of monkeys himself. Pitchum on the Winston. Who else? Well, I have to say that play isn't too great, but we know what he was doing. We know that Pitchum absolutely deserved this party, no matter how weird it looked. So, applause. Another fantastic round in the books. I mean, hey, up to you. Up to you. Yeah, patches have been weird. But yeah, Toasty, let's see. I want to say that this patch is one of the most proud our team has ever been with their work. We've been grinding on this one even before 1.11.0 was released, and it puts almost every hero in a playable, strong state. Wow. It's also almost entirely bug-free. You could even say it's tournament ready. That's good to hear. Yeah. So far, I'm seeing 2 matches here, and I've been having the fun of my life right now, Toasty. It's always great to cast or watch. Honestly, I could cast this game 24/7, but the Magic6 has a certain spice, I have to say. It's just different. It's fresh, and it just feels good. It looks good. It feels good. I see so much hero variety. The games go back and forth. Every team could win this out. It's so good right now. And also, maybe that's also due to the balancing of Gulag Boy also. Applause to this guy. I was about to say a different word. He might be also balancing these games very well, but so far I have to say the matches have been fantastic. So thank you so much. Yeah, tournament. I mean, there was an announcement anyways on the Magic6 PUGs that there will be a tournament, but there's no detail yet. The details will follow next week. Without promising too much, now that I've been teasing it at all, I will give you a date. August 24th, okay? It's not the tournament date. It's not the tournament date. It's going to be the date for the announcement, at least scheduled. I hope until then we have enough ready to give you all the infos you need. But that's going to be the date. It's going to be the date where everything comes out. All right? Until then, map number 3 is up. Havana is the one chosen by our, well, I guess random number generator. Maps are kind of random, actually. Kind of random. Mostly, I think. But yeah, it's going to be Escort now. A mode that we also know from back in the days from Overwatch 1. It's an absolute classic. And we see a few new faces here. Shots 12 and Invacris now in this match. On the pink team, though, we see only people that have been playing the first 2 rounds as well. So welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining this lobby as well. Before we had a little bit of a predicament, needed to watch if we get enough people. Now that we have enough people, I think this lobby is, well, showing off. It really is. And there you go, by the way. Mazuti is doing Toasty a favor. We're gonna see him. That guy, you know that guy. Mauga. On Havana, though, which is, you know, maybe not your typical choice of tank on this map at least. But, you know, who am I to judge? Alright. There you go. Now I have my rookie board installed. So now I can use that. Oh, it's also gonna be a Ramatra from Mazuti. Drops quite low here. Mura. Our Pitchum is gonna be out, but Mr. Bad Boy as well. Hikaru wins that Widow duel. And of course, you just need to do a lot of pressure. A lot of staying power, though, for the blue team. The Ramatra Sigma composition just makes sense. There's pretty much both tanks that can be played in poke scenarios, but Invacris, of course, has that brawly side in him as well, as we can see that is now active, but mostly just to survive and make sure that the pressure is not too much. Mazuti, that's the thing with Mauga. Even in 6v6, you're not that much of a menace because there's way much more beef for you to burn through, but you're still very dangerous because you can force so many resources. You can be such a menace still, and we can see that in play right here. So Mauga looks good so far. And the pink team pushing through here. Blue team with a great show of performance, of power. But right now, they even need to make it back onto point. But Mr. Bad Boy will die in the attempt to do so. Soaring through the air as Venture. We'll get cleaned up here. Oh, there's going to be a shatter. Okay, the aggression. I see what you're doing. But Mura, sweeps in for that kill. That looked so casual. And Hikaru, though, has waltzed up. Knows exactly where everyone is. Just needs to hit the shot. Will do just that, but needs to dodge away now. There's got to be a power play onto both tanks. They drop so low. Invacris in front could also go for the ultimate if he wants to. Oh, he's thinking about it. He doesn't even need to be honest. Because with Mazuti dead, it's just not too much pressure here. Place it now a little bit. Patience sees both supports very low. Oh no! Where did you come from, he might say. Pinch him! Comes back with that nano and kills 2. Oh boy, he did not see that one coming. Did you see how low he dropped? Invacris was in his form. The Nemesis form didn't prevent any damage whatsoever. And the nano pin did so much damage. But still, look at the old banks. Look at the old banks. They needed to use so much. This shatter that will get dodged. And Pitchum is trapped in the void here. Mura will be looking for that nano. Now needs to wait. Actually, it's Invacris in front. Drops very low, but good grab from Unorthodox. You get the tank back out, but you lose Mr. Bad Boy in front still. Tessiget is dead. One support is gone. All the pressure now onto Snip. who may be chased down here by Mura, who's looking for Mizuti, was zoned off of his own support here. Regulakboy though will get the kill. Mura with that combo onto Hikaru, and the blue team will stabilize on that, but that's still a lot of space that the pink team gained. Pitchum still in front, fighting for his life. Maybe getting a kill? Nope. Doesn't secure one. Stays alive though. Good news. Really good news so far. The pink team getting ready for the next engage. The blue team, of course, they want to be a nuisance. They want to force out the resources. Just hold the high ground here, at least with one tank. Shots 12 actually dropped here. Sombra pick now, by the way, from Mr. Bad Boy. It's going to be the nano now onto Miro. Looks for the target. Gets the first kill onto Tassie. Needs to use his deflect here just to mind game with Hikaru and slicing up Snip in the process. It's going to be a 3-piece on that. And the blue team yet again stabilizing here in this distillery. It's a bad boy. Well, that was ambitious, to say the least, but now you can't decloak here. You need to hope that nobody shoots you, and that will happen just here. What? Ah, okay, that again, as said, that is the server sometimes. That is okay. That's okay. We can still play. From Mizuti eating so many cooldowns, but he is fine. Regulakboy and Pitchum aren't, unfortunately, so the blue team again having the advantage over the pink team. Hikaru is also pretty deep. Team play right now seems to be lacking, and Mizuti just needs to run out. Looks fine for now. There's gonna be the nano. Look at that, the shot also in the cage. You really wanted those kills, but they don't get Mura. Mura was trapped in there, but just hit behind that forklift. Oh yeah, and there's Cybers and Taj dead as well. You use both tank ultimates here in the process, I guess. But still, you get the kills here, and at least you can prevent Mura from getting another kill. And there's that. Not much time left though for the blue team to push through. Sorry, for the pink team. Pitchum aggressive with the space taking Mr. Bad Boy somewhere in the backline being a nuisance. And now shots 12. The attempt lifts up both supports. It's going to be a lot of damage. Too much damage for Tessie. Oh no, shots 12 will get pulled out, but still doesn't matter. Snip was trapped on the payload, and the pink team in shambles. Oh, oof, okay, shots 12 with that. And there you go. The pink team down to less than 45 seconds. How can you bring this back? Hikaru's close to a blade. You also have a Kitsune rush. It's gonna be a very feisty one, but still there's a nano blade available. Mura just needs to come back from spawn. Still has a lot of time though to come back into position. The pink team trying to gain control over the high ground, but the tanks, they are split off right now of the supports. Tessie will help out though, and there's gonna be now the nano blade. Mura needs to clutch it up. Hikaru was there with the blade, but it doesn't matter, and Mura will go in, gets 2 kills, aims for Pitchum, will drop super low, and he will not be able to get the kill. Pitchum will fall before that, and that should be it. EMP also on top. Mizuti fighting on the lost post. No chance for the pink team after all. The distillery marks their end. After having such a great run outside in the city of Havana, they cannot get out of the distillery. They just can't. The blue team, too clean. The pink team, they were splitting off too much. They were just doing their own things. But the pink team, somehow there was a synergy happening. But we also have to acknowledge how good Hikaru is on that Genji. A really formidable duelist against Mura. Such a great competition we have going on here. Yeah, that's true what Plastiflunky is saying. I think that's the first time that I've ever seen anti-crash happening. Anti-crash, by the way, are those slow-mo moments that you sometimes see. That is the anti-crash that we're talking about. As said, we are playing on workshop servers, and those servers are not as strong as you would expect them to be. So sometimes with the extra load of 2 players being in these lobbies, something like this might happen, where the game just goes a little bit slow-mo and takes it easy, because otherwise the game would just crash. Oh, that could be a thing, yeah. So let's see. Let's see the tactic we're cooking up. I like what I'm seeing here. Shots 12 and Inverchris with an interesting approach. A Doomfist Zarya. It used to be a thing back in Overwatch 1. Oh no, it goes 12. Yeah, that's Shots 12. Shots 12 just turned into Ghost 12, I guess. And Mr. Bad Boy dead as well. And look at that. It's going to be a spawn camp of that ping team. I mean, they didn't make it too far. So why not take as much time off the clock as you can? Be an issue for that blue team who tries to leave spawn somehow. Doomfist will go deep. Shots 12 with some pressure put onto Pitchum. Doesn't secure too much though from that. Maybe you want to go on to Snip or somebody. Right now you're just going too much on the tank here. You force out the ice block from Hikaru. Oh, and Shots 12 though drops very low. Oh, he punches Hikaru away. And there shouldn't be a cooldown available, so he could be able to get the kill. And that's exactly what you can do. And never forget, they have spawn advantage anyways. So the blue team, they have just broke everything open here. The spawn camp is no more, but somebody still has to push the payload. Somehow it's not happening. Nobody's pushing the payload still. Now they have noticed. Make sure that you don't lose too much time. Too much distance on that. Pitchum, of course, is very aggressive on that Ryan approach. Shots 12 a little bit too deep. And Mr. Bad Boy will be the one getting the kill onto Tassie. Of course, you need to respect the Hanzo a little bit more here. I'm not entirely sure if he can one-shot, but you definitely have to respect him. Pitchum just runs down Inverchris here. Gonna be the Shate onto Shots 12. You really wanted that kill, but Pitchum is no longer for this world, as Mr. Bad Boy will take the kill anyways. And of course, spawn advantage still for this blue team. Dragon would be available. There's a Mercy now actually picked from Tessie. Maybe to help out Hikaru. Will still get the kill on the Mr. Bad Boy, but he can't trade it out. Tessie though, immediately in position to take the res and bring the Echo back. Shots 12. Aggressive here, looking for the target. Actually chooses to go into Mazuti, who drops a little bit low here. It's going to be the nano into the back. Shots 12 goes through everyone. And Mura will get the kill now to Tassie. Pulse bomb applied here onto Regulak Boy. Cage now from Mazuti. They want to bring it back here. Also the Hog pick here. Still is going to be the grab here, but also combined with a Dragon. And Cyberson touched though the one with the 2-piece on that nade. And despite of all the effort that the pink team is putting into this team fight, there's nothing left here. They lose the first point. Almost 4 minutes still available for the blue team to make this a great one. And Hikaru immediately dies there. Shots 12. Aggressive on that. Doomfist gets the kill onto Snip. But now he has a different problem. Mazuti goes in deep. Now Mazuti, you can keep shooting him, I guess. Doesn't matter here. Mazuti doesn't get the Mega Dome. Will get finished off. Still, the pink team answers with 2 kills. And Pitchum drops very, very low here. It should be fine for now. Oh, nice hook here. Could be troublesome for Shots 12, but he uses all of his mobility to get back into safety. Oh, nice hook. Nice hook here to Mr. Bad Boy. Such a good one to secure. 1 nuisance less. Oh, Hikaru with... well, the copies, I have to say, have not been that great this evening. So far, every single copy has been shut down before an ultimate could be gained from it. Oh, hook attempt from Pitchum. Misses Unorthodox by just a slither. Regulak Boy sends in his Bob. And also finishes off Shots 12. And the blue team immediately scrams. They don't have any staying power right now. Pitchum actually takes that chance. Goes in with that Olog. Pushes the enemy team away. But that's all you really achieve from that. More of an overcommitment than anything else, if I may be honest. That Holog was certainly not necessary here. 2.5 minutes still for the blue team. And Hikaru with a kill onto Cybersantage already, so the pink team, they will gain some time from that. But look at Mura, look at the position where he's coming from. Try to be cheeky here. Has the Regulak Boy in the sights, but will get cleaned up by the likes of the pink team together. And Mazuti makes it out alive. I still remember when we were talking about Mauga in this workshop code that he is not looking too great usually. But I have to say, he looks quite playable. Oh, Snip needs to be careful. We'll use the TP to get out. Well, we have 4 ultimates, almost 5 here. Look at the blue team. They're just taking their time. But the pink team, of course, if they don't get greedy themselves, they should be able to get something going on here. Oh, Hikaru, like an assassin, goes into the backline. It's going to be the kill now onto Unorthodox. Pulse bomb, though, applied on the pitcher. No chance for Tissy to save him. It's going to be the graveyard to Tessie. Oh, my. How cheeky was that, please? Oh, my. That is fancy. That is really fancy. Snip. Where's Snip running around while watching Regulak Boy getting shot and then taking that Zarya right click with a face. Oh, they really want to commit on that. Snip needs to be careful, though. Kitsune rush in front. Mazuti against shots 12 here, who opted to go onto the Orisa. Snip looking for Unorthodox. Is going to be the cage now in front as well. Also providing a shield and blocking in the poor Orisa, who has no chance of survival. And now we're down to less than a minute left. That distillery is really, really troublesome for both teams. And the blue team's still looking. Oh, Mr. Bad Boy. Interesting. Oh, Snip will take that duel, actually. DP's out, though. Does not want any of that. Hikaru, aggressive, very aggressive, and Mr. Bad Boy will get poked out by Mazuti. And we see another swap in the Chris now. With the queen here, the first queen of the evening. But it needs to be a fancy one. 20 seconds only left. Mazuti goes in aggressive, just walks through. It's gonna be the tree now planted. You really want to keep everyone alive, but look at that. The laser of Hikaru will take the Orisa out. And it's not looking too great here for the blue team. They somehow need to stabilize, but they are down in people. And the pink team takes out Unorthodox as well. Mr. Bad Boy drops so very low, but Mazuti has no mercy whatsoever left in his big body. And Pitchum just pushes everyone away from the blue team that tries to touch here. They still make it on, though. The pulse bomb from Mira will blow up Pitchum regardless. There's still a chance for the blue team to find a way into this because Mira was able to get the two-piece here. Shots 12, though, with that ultimate. And the blue team, they bring it back right here. This could be the one, but Shots 12 is now trapped in this cage. Is zoned off from his supports. And no chance for him right now to stay alive. This should be it. Mazuti aggressive now onto the Bastion. And the pink team closes the distillery out. It's over. The pink team wins. Havana is over. But in what a fantastic manner. And it is Mazuti with the play of the game. Would you look at that, Mauga? Extremely playable even in 6v6. If you know what to do, you know what to do. Cage still a fantastic ultimate. We saw how well he was using that. What a fantastic round here. Can't say anything else. That was another fun one to cast. Thanks so much. But the chaos ensuing also. There's no break in between team fights, really. It's so fast. There's no break whatsoever. So, now waiting for the next round of balancing. And never forget to hydrate, chat. Hello there, Fludsy. Hello, greetings. Welcome, welcome. Well, indeed it is fast AF. That's the point of these 6v6 pucks. Well, you came in just in time for the 4th round of today's session. And so far it seems to be Eichenwalde, so it's gonna be hybrid now, the 4th mode that we haven't played. What are we still missing? I guess we're still missing Flashpoint. And maybe the new mode as well. Clash was the name, right? I think Clash was the name. Maybe we'll play that, but right now it's not part of the competitive map pool. So there is, you know, not that much reason to play it unless people really want to play it. I guess we're not playing Eichenwalde then. We're not playing Eichenwalde. Alright, fine then. Dorado it is. So, second time escort. We had Havana. First as escort. Now we have a second escort right after that. And again, there was another very close match. Both teams hold on the distillery. It was just a question of who can hold better. And that was the pink team again. I think now 3 times in a row the pink team has won. Which doesn't really matter, of course, because, you know, these are pucks. So the teams do not stay the same after each round. We have another new person, for example, at the pink team. It's Snifson now coming in on the tank line instead of Mazuti. And we also see Pitchum getting swapped out and Simon back in. Oh, and the real Kozak is here. Look at this dude. Oh my, a real legend among us. A Team Germany OWWC participant back in the days when he was this good. Right now he's really chilling his time. He's not try-harding that much anymore and is just hanging out, having a chill and good time. But still, when there's a competition to get, well, this man is up for it. And it's also going to be the first Pharah, but as we speak about it, Inverchris already took care of that. Kozak goes in deep. Second kill here for Inverchris, and the pink team immediately runs for the spawn room. And we immediately see a swap from Hikaru. That Pharah is not it, he says. It's going to be the Echo instead. So, let's see. Both teams pretty much on the dive here. Just different. A Winston Diva dive, the classic from 2016. And on the other half, we have a Ball Diva, which also used to be a thing in the late years of Overwatch 1. Snifson, though, is already dead here. But now Regular Boy gets a very crucial kill onto shots 12. You lose your main tank. And Inverchris, a little bit aggressive here. Unorthodox dies as well. Now the pink team, they have this up for grasps. And they want to get a piece of that. Inverchris immediately melted though. And that's going to be that, the pink team. Rough started first, but it only took them a few more seconds to really break through. They're making the way towards the archway. Going in for those cleanups. Pushing everyone back to where they belong. Maybe get a few staggers here. So the blue team will have trouble to even get a foot back into the door. Can they even touch? Doesn't look like they can. Maybe they can. Both tanks are in position, but can't really make it in. Shots 12 was still kept away, and the pink team, they have made themselves a great position here. Almost 5 minutes to get onto this point. But it starts immediately with a kill onto Snifson. And shots 12 has that primal rage now up. You can stay safe, but also a tree is going to be planted there in the archway. You really want to reinforce your team. And Snip's so lucky to get out. Kozak, though, won't do that. Will get finished off, blown up by this dynamite, burned to death. Now there's going to be the minefield. Shots 12 jumps over it, really wants to go into the back line here. Needs to be careful. Bomb going to be sent in here for the Inverchris. Gets the kill into Snifson. There's another bomb though sent in. Doesn't get a kill. Shots 12 goes into the back line. Well, pulls some people back, but that's all he can do. The pink team just too strong right now. Too much stability. Not much happening. And still Kozak will go in for this Netherblade. Sees blood in the water. Sees that this could be winnable for him, he says. And you know what? He is absolutely right. Even though he doesn't get a kill, look at how much space he got. Look at how much stability he got for his team. The blue team is back in the driver's seat. That payload is not going anywhere. And he knows that. So, a great decision from the veteran of this game, from Kozak. A legend in the German collegiate, in the so-called Uniliga. The legend from Mainz. Strikes again. And shots 12 strikes as well, pretty hard into Regulak Boy's face. But Hikaru will answer, at least gets the kill onto Mura here. Was on the Tracer. So now you need to wait for Simon to get the mech back, which is going to happen right now. Kozak drops so very low because Hikaru has the shots, and look at that! A fancy one! Exactly where you need it. And we keep going. Pulse bomb attempt. Oh, actually dropped down here, and I think that was a lot of damage here onto Snip. Bob will be invested, though. You really don't like shots 12, huh? But he still will jump into safety. Bob is now pretty much lost for this team fight. Kozak drops very low, but so does Regulak Boy, and Inverchris sweeps in for the finish off. Snip attempted something aggressive with his rally, but to no avail. That is quite the wasted ultimate here. You would have needed that for maybe the likes of Kozak, but we see Snip immediately switches. And Mira with a kill as well onto Hikaru. Snip's is here on the high ground, just trying to be a nuisance. Maybe force something out. He already has the ultimate, so doesn't have to commit in that. Right now, it's a chill time. See Snipson. Maybe there's a chance. Slam onto Unorthodox, who drops extremely low. Oh, no! The sleep! Not onto Snipson! What a save! That should have been a death from Unorthodox, but Cyberson hits that one. Now we see a blade. Kozak. There's gonna be the tree planted, but will go into dust because Kozak gets the 2-piece here. Simon still makes it back into mech, but he needs to be careful that he doesn't get taken out of it again, because that would end up in a massive stagger. But Simon is fine, makes it back to spawn. Oh yeah, that is indeed his purpose. Dear Flancy, of course it is. Oh, shots 12 needs to be careful here. You will definitely force him out, but look at that. And this squad onto Simon is so dangerous. And he's already out, and there's going to be the bomb here, but it's not too deep. It's also too high up in the air, so no danger from that. Simon stays alive here on the Baby Diva. And let's see, this might end in the ultimate stagger. If he can't get his mech back in time, or gets finished off before that. Miura with another kill onto Snip, the blue team. The first point was again not theirs, but now they have adapted so quickly and so cleanly. And look at that, it's exactly how we say it's gonna be. That would have been such a great remake, but they can crush Simon before he gets it back. And now we're down to 20 seconds. The pink team have exactly one more recontest, one more chance to get this back on track, but they're not having any ultimates. The blue team looking on a potential blade and to Transcendence. Kozak needs to be careful here, but it's all good. The supports have his bag. And the pink team, at least, they stay alive in this. But look at that. Inva Chris with an immediate 2-piece onto the backline. His and another one as well. Kozak now whips out the blade. There's not much left of that pink team. And they will just tear through the rest of the members. There's nothing to save, nothing to gain. Regulak Boy tries his hardest, but the small and squishy Tracer cannot do much in this situation. And thus, the pink team will be held on second point. The first point, again, such a breeze. A very fast one. A push where the card didn't really stop. After they got it kicked off, the first 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds were very painful for this team. They bring it back, cap first point, and then on second point, nothing. They meet the hardest wall they can run into, and they cannot get a scratch on that. And now it's the blue team's turn to show off their skill, to show off how much they want to win. I mean, honestly, these are PUGs. It doesn't really matter who wins or not. But still, the teams will, of course, do their best, do their hardest, and just have fun. Have fun with this mode. And yes, of course, we were talking about Kozak being the man, the myth, the legend, and he has shown just that. Honestly, such routine, such calm and organized behavior of him. Something that you don't see in any DPS. Most of them just go in, have fun, go for the clips. Kozak doesn't do that. Kozak goes for the right place, for the place that help his team out. And so far, he has made so many right decisions in this game that his team is now on the runway on taking this one home. But let's see what the pink team has to offer. Simon with a swap here. The Doomfist is the pick of the hour, he says. Well, but Snip, well, he is going to be the pick of the hour, it seems like. So the pink team immediately loses one. No, actually two people with Regulak Boy now getting also finished off by Kozak, who secures himself a 2-piece. Has the high ground already. They flush out so many. The pink team, they get absolutely squashed. This is insanity. But we'll see if the pink team has an answer. Because before, we also saw that where the pink team was really struggling, but then they got themselves back into the game. They picked themselves up. And they still have another recontest here on the first point. Oh, and also I play Genji 1. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And what follows are 2 kills immediately onto the pink team, but they can at least trade out Mira. But look at the pressure already onto Snip. That Lose just really not having that much fun, and they're not in any position to recontest the first point, so they lose that one. And Kozak again, as said, he's just making such a fancy job. Simon is back, and now you just need to make sure that you stabilize. You cannot lose anyone now in front, but Simon does not want to hear anything of that. Goes in aggressive. Tessie needs to be careful here to make sure that Snip stays alive. 5 minutes available. But I think also 5 minutes was what the pink team had available on their attack. Tessie goes in aggressive. TP's onto high ground. Should be able to stay safe for a little while. Kozak with that dragon. Dragon on the low ground here. You really want to flush out anyone who is underneath that bridge. But you get the kill here. You get a very feisty one. It's going to be the tree now planted. Simon goes in aggressive. Wants to push anyone out of that tree. He's not gonna do that. Instead, Kozak the one getting a kill onto Tessie. Snip is dead as well. No more supports available for that pink team. They somehow need to pick up the pieces. Simon will secure the kill onto Kozak, but the damage is already done. The blue team looking at a pretty much secure victory here as Snifson gets out with just 1 HP left. Hikaru needs to get back onto point somehow. The real Gulag Boy jumps on, but there's not much left here. Mira gets the kill onto Snip, and it's going to be an absolute act of desperation for the pink team as they lose people left and right and center. It's just no stop in the blue team. They have this win in the bag. They know this, and they will finish this map with almost 4 minutes still in the time bank. That was, well, I have to say, the most persuasive win today that we saw here on Dorado. It took us 4 maps to have a game where one team really opposed the other in such a convincing manner. And of course, it had to be the team that Kozak is on. Thank you so much, I play Genji. Yeah, I aspire to be just that. I aspire to be a pro caster, actually. But interestingly, English, probably you hear that already, is not my mother tongue. I'm actually German, so I can cast both in German and English. But yeah, I've been casting for almost 5 years now, both Overwatch, and I started Valorant like around 9 months ago, pretty much 8 to 9 months. And yeah, it's it used to be a hobby back in the days, but it turned into something like a side gig. And now I'm trying to get better at it and trying to dust off. I had a long summer break, and it's great to come back into casting again. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. I hope you are enjoying the cast. I'm doing my best. Okay. So now we have a balancing break. Oh, cast. We have a small balancing break. It was really small, as I can see. My man, Real Gulag Boy is really fast on the balancing today. And as you can see, we have our first Flashpoint match of the day. It's gotta be Suravasa. Well then, let me swap a scene real quick. There you go. I need to reinstall my Stream Deck. Otherwise, I would have some scenes set up, but I've not been doing that. I should do that right after the stream just to be ready for the next one. So anyway, Suravasa is the pick. Do we have anything new in this lobby? It doesn't seem like it. But we have some mixed up teams, as you can see. Some have been swapped out. Hydrate or else. I already hydrated, Real Gulag Boy. Get off me, please. I've been hydrating constantly. I need to keep myself hydrated, you know. A sore throat is the worst thing you can have as a caster. Trust me. You can cast with a broken leg, but you cannot cast with a sore throat or a cold or something like that. Oof, holy. Don't forget that. Well, let's see what Simon is cooking up. I see a Junker Queen, and that's what I enjoy. I'm a little Queen enjoyer. Full-blooded off-tank main right here. Zarya, Diva, and Queen were usually my tanks of choice. Alright then, Simon. And we see Mazuti again with that Mauga. He's really enjoying himself on that Mauga. And even Chris back on the diving heroes. Used to be the Diva before, now we have the ball instead. Ball, Mauga, interesting combo to be honest. Two very sustainable tanks. And Snifson though, also on the ball. We have been playing that pretty much non-stop today on the tank. With a kill onto Kozak. So secure that first one. Lots of space there gained from that because there's so much damage missing. Now Mizuki T a little bit split from the team. The blue team in general a little bit split off, and the pink team just not really capitalizing on it. That's a great wall though, and you zone off both tanks. It's got to be the first one dead. Mizuti that will use his overrun to trying to get out, but the pink team immediately gets after him. The blue team though will almost cap this. I was about to say maybe cap this and just die on point. That won't happen now. The pink team takes control and they have the advantage with their tanks being alive. But still, points not capped. Somehow the blue team still wants bitness. But that should be a matter of time. It's only Inverchris right now who will die on point now. And that's got to be the cap here onto market. It's a lot of time taken off the clock. Lots of ult charges. Well, look at the pink team. Look at that top right. Do you notice something? Almost all 6 ultimates online. So many check marks already, and Hikaru and Mr. Bad Boy don't really take a lot. Here, then, it's still, Simon still gets trapped in here. It's gonna be the tree now in front. Simon will stay alive with that, and still you get this ult off. And Simon with that power play onto Kozak and Snip. They will get cleaned up. The pink team just having way too much synergy in that situation. And it gets really harsh around here. So 50% counting for the pink team. The blue team now coming up on their ultimates. They didn't really use that much outside of the tank ultimates, but other than that, they have everything available. So let's see. Let's see how they can use that. It's gonna be the Mei ultimate now in front of that wall. Oh, you still get the kill here onto Snip. You can't get out, but Mazuti, of course, doesn't get frozen up here. It's going to be the dragon sent in from behind. And look at that. The blue team bring themselves in control here. Needed to use both DPS ultimate, though, in the process. Pitchum drops super low. Wants to get the kill onto Mr. Bad Boy. Will do just that. 99% now for the pink team. And they will give up this point probably happily, as you have so much time here to come back. The blue team is now, for the first time, even getting any percentage. And you have another tree. Mr. Bad Boy has the blade up. But of course, Snip could be the one to counteract this. Even Inverchris, if you really would be funny. Put his minefield on the back line. Because there's no nano available to keep Mr. Bad Boy alive. Pitch him a little bit aggressive here. Gonna be... Oh, pitch him! Welcome to hell! It's gonna be that minefield. Also from Inverchris, though, invested Kozak will not escape here. And look at that checkered board again. The teams are really lashing out on each other. Mr. Bad Boy whips out the blade, but doesn't find a target. Now he will go in onto Mazuti, slices him to death. And the blue team slowly but surely crumbles up, as now finally the pink team regains control. It's only Pitchum right now, but there's not much you as Venture can do, and thus the pink team will take market. It took them a while. The blue team were definitely biting back, but in the end it's not enough, at least to get this point. But we have still some to play, right? We still have lots of percentage to gain. Only 1-0. Stifson starts it off though with a kill onto Kozak, and Inverchris gets pulled in here, drops a little bit low, but is in no position to get finished off for now. Supports will take good care of the hamster. Oh, it's gonna be the aggression now from Mazuti coming in, and the first kills though, they come in from the pink team. You invest so heavily, but you cannot get anything from this. Apparently Pitchum also drops low here. Tessie will get the right click off onto Pitchum, and the pink team will get control first over this next point, over Ruins. And the blue team, what really to do? So dangerous. Oh, okay. Hikaru. There was a wall attempt here to help out in front, but Hikaru will give his life now. So what do we do now? The blue team They would have a minefield here. They have pretty much 4 ultimates available. Snip should be also fast. Mazuti moves in very aggressive. There's also going to be the minefield. Now Mr. Bad Boy gets out, but Unorthodox doesn't. So you lose that Lucio in front. And it's going to be the attempt now from Hikaru. Where did that ultimate go, actually? Huh? Okay. It's weird. I think it was a misclick. Doesn't matter though, at least you get the kill onto Chris. Pitchum now with that Tectonic Shock. Simon though with 2 people purple here. Pitchum just gets out, but Mazuti does not. Still, the blue team seems to get some stability here. They get 2 kills, but Simon is so bloodthirsty on that queen. So he's now looking for more kills. Hikaru with a kill onto Snip. Who's even alive from the blue team? It's definitely Kozak for a little bit. Chris still on that ball. And he will stall this out for as much as he can. Oh, that wall to block him off so he can't escape. Simon pulls him back. And that's it. You execute the hamster. You bring it back. Blue team loses the point here. 41% at least for them. But now 60 and counting for the pink team. Was looking at both support ultimates, both DPS ultimates as well up. The blue team doesn't have too much to spend. Mazuti, of course, the one with a cage that could become a protagonist in this next team fight. The blue team, though, opening up with 2 kills. Speed is going to be invested here, though. For all the remaining members of the pink team, they can absolutely bring this back. Simon dodges that cage. Will get into the mix. Actually, no, does not. Oh, the blue team, even though this cage was well placed and a great idea, it's just not enough to stabilize. The pink team still goes in for the kills. There's not much to say here. Mazuti just in the corner trying to survive, trying to keep this point alive. Kozak comes back onto point, but is immediately the center of the attention. And now without Mazuti, Pitchum, the next one on the list. Minefield will be deployed here. Chris still believes this could be winnable if you can stall this enough. But the pink team is still there in such big numbers, and with that wall in front, there's not much to do here for Chris. No angle to enter. And that's going to be the 2-0, which means match point for this pink team. And Temple is the next point to rush on. And you're looking on 3 ultimates. Very efficient, we have to say. The pink team, they're not using too much. Hikaru, Mr. Bad Boy could have used their ultimates, but it just wasn't necessary at all. And now you're building up another minefield. Yet again for Snifson. Oh, that was close there, Snip. Barely gets out. Cybersantage, the one actually securing a kill, has been flying under the radar, the Baptiste of the blue team, who's now helping out Chris, dealing with his counterpart, Snifson. And now Pitchum with a Tectonic Shock, and that's going to be the kill here onto Tessie, and immediately Snifson goes back in. But there's not much to gain here for the pink team, so back to the drawing board for them. The first time that we see the blue team actually capping a point first. And now their ultimate economy also doesn't seem too unstable, but still, look at the pink team. 4 ultimates, both tanks, both DPSs, holding on to their ultimates. Hikaru sends in that ultimate. At least there was an attempt, but I think it flew off the map here. Probably tried. Get somebody out here. Kozak sees a chance here, wants to get the kill onto Cybersantage, will secure just that. Dashes back in, just in a great position, but now there's going to be the Moira in front, and you want to hide that. So Kozak stays alive for now. And we see that the healing passive is actually active for all. And I think that's a good thing. But Chris opens it up. Kill onto Snifson. Kozak needs to be very careful here. Of course, Simon, no one you really want to face head to head. So Mazuti pops that cage, but gets walled off immediately. It's going to be the lamp popped here, but Mazuti is so low at the window. Popped here by Cybersantage is not enough to keep him alive, and I think that is due to Snifson going aggressive and keeping him at bay. And that's going to be the cleanup. The pink team will bring themselves back into the saddle, get the point, but 99% for the blue team. They have definitely made a great job. Made this as awkward as possible for the pink team, and they have a chance to bring this back if they play the next team fights cleanly. Coming back on a minefield and a Tectonic Shock. The pink team, they have used everything. They could get a Blizzard from Hikaru, but that's pretty much it. Kozak goes in aggressive, almost too aggressive! Oh, Snifson! Oh! He saw blood in the water. The position of the blue team was an absolute nightmare for themselves as Snifson sweeps in and just boops 2 people off map. That's what you love to see, but Sniff's in a little bit too deep. Chris with a great pile drive to counter his movement. And the blue team, they bring themselves back into the driver's seat. Tectonic Shock will be used here. Eventually, you really want this win. You really want to get back onto the point, and Unorthodox has enough. He realizes there's nothing to gain from this. Well, at least it seems so, but Snipson thinks otherwise. It's going to be the minefield deployed. And now there's finally the point flip. Oh, the boom onto Mazuti. Never forget, the tank passive is not active. So there's still a chance. And Kozak knows that he could go in for the blade, but he needs to be mindful of that mines. And he will slice as much as he can, but he dashes back into the mines. But Cybers and Tosh was there to clean up 2 kills immediately. And now with Chris back, stability is regained. And now we have ourselves a map here. Temple goes to the blue team. Oh yeah, it definitely does, Flancy. Definitely does. Oh, Queen looks good here. Simon is doing a great job. But is it going to be enough to close out this map? They still have the match point. The blue team, though, report for duty and say, guys, this is not over. Oh, I don't know about this one, Snip. Trapped here in the back. Tries to pull back people. We'll stay alive, though. Probably nobody will really go for him. I mean, that's good because Snip is actually isolated. So, Cybers and Taj investing here. Oh, that's the thing, though, Simon. When you dash into that cage, once you are caged, well, your ultimate is gone. That is so perfectly played from Mazuti. Oh my, probably even more of a coincidence, to be honest, but it doesn't matter here. Mazuti will also get the kill onto Mr. Badboy, but they trade out Snip. Simon drops so low, though, that Cybers and Taj will just be surgical on his... Oh, kunai, but the orb. Oh, the orb from Tessie will get the job done. And the blue team actually flips point. 14% gained for the pink team. We are currently on Gardens, by the way. Are we, though? I think we are. Ah, that was a ping. I was about to say. So, blue team taking the lead. Hikaru investing. Oh, but the wall comes in a little bit too late. Still aggression from Chris, who sends in his minefield. Both minefields actually deployed. Make it as awkward as possible for both teams to maneuver. Snip, the first one to die here. Another orb from Tessie, by the way, marking the kill. Pitch him. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, this is wild. Mazuti and Chris with so crucial kills, but now the Mauga needs to be careful. He Mr. Bad Boy slices 2 people up immediately, and the pink team, after all of that, regain control. But 60% at least gained, and now 24%. It's sick, right, Flancy? It's really sick. Like, this could be Overwatch. Honestly, this is quite fancy here. Snip now popping the Coalescence a little bit early. Really wants to put pressure here. Orthodox needs to use all of his cooldowns to pitch him, swoops him with this Tectonic Shock. No, the Queen ultimate. Wait. No, he didn't go off map, right? No, Simon is still there. It really looked weird for a little bit. Pitch him now with a kill onto Mr. Bad Boy. The pink team not looking too dandy right here. So the blue team regain control over the point. And the pink team, if they really want a shot at Gardens, they need to regroup almost immediately. Because now the blue team has reached the 80%. It's going to be last fight territory potentially for this point. But they should be able to make it back on. Snifson just sweeps in. And there's going to be the touch coming in very, very soon. And there you go. There's the touch. Last second. Simon already used his shout down. Mazuti gets the kill onto Snipson, who had to sacrifice himself. And now we see lots of ultimates gonna be invested into this one. I think 4 it was in total with the cage, with the Coalescence. But look at that. Still Mazuti gets the kill onto Unorthodox, but immediately the response of the pink team is a very bloody one. 3 kills immediately secured. Another one as well onto Mazuti. And the pink team bring themselves back into the driver's seat and regain control of the point. But the blue team, they can't be happy for now. 99%, they still have time to regroup and go again. Kozak, the only one, though, that has an ultimate. Maybe Snip gets a fast one here. Coalescence would be very helpful for his team. But the pink team looking on both tank ultimates. Oh, well, we were talking about Snip potentially getting that ultimate. Hikaru has a different opinion. And Kozak eats that shot without any sauce or salt. And Simon goes in aggressive. He will get pushed back, but it doesn't matter. Still the purple is in front. Hikaru will not get his ultimate off. And now the blue team, there's a chance with Kozak being mindful with his blades. But Snifson deploys his minefield so the Genji cannot move around. And that's going to be the kills coming in now for the pink team. They finish the job. Even though the blue team, they put up a hell of a fight, it is not enough. Suravasa goes to the pink team. And it was a true GG, a true good game here. A fantastic one. And Snifson giving us the play of the game. Shard of Chocolate indeed. Kryptar1, welcome to the party. Welcome to some 6v6 workshop pucks. Welcome to Magic6. This is, by the way, the very same code that's going to be used in the tournament. That the tournament is going to be held, as said, is already known, but the details are not known yet. I say it again, August 24th. Mark that in your calendars. That is when the announcement is going to be scheduled. And so far, it's looking good that we can absolutely uphold that date. So, but yeah, let's see. So far, absolute banger matches. I have to say, pretty much Dorado was quote-unquote the worst one because it was more one-sided than the others. But so far, absolute banger matches. Absolute madness so far. I love it. So I hope you also are enjoying this. And also, if you want, type !Magic6, like the number 6, and you will get access to the Discord of Magic6. If you are interested in joining these pucks, these are open to everyone. No !Suff. What the? Okay, Flancy. Yes, that command exists indeed. Yes. But Suff is not here with us tonight. She's usually the mod. I think that has a cooldown snip. I think that has a cooldown. But yeah, when you type in !Magic6, you will get the Discord link. In case you want to join these awesome pucks, even though it's going to be very late today. Exactly, thank you, Flancy. This is probably the last round we're going to play. So, but yeah, for next week, there's definitely the chance for you to join in if you're interested. Just join the server, have some fun. Usually on Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. CEST currently. It's German time, it's the Berlin time zone. We are holding these pucks and I'll try to cast them. I can't cast them every time, so sometimes you won't have a stream. But today was a good day and I thought to myself, hey, let's do this. Let's see what Magic6 is up to. And so far, again, it just never ceases to amaze. So far, all of the sessions we had were quite bangers. And as you can see, the next match has already started. Blizzard World is the map that is locked in. And we are excited to see what's gonna happen. And Hikaru, is that gonna be the first Junkrat for today? We haven't seen any Junkrats. Did we? Now I'm not sure anymore. I swear... There might have been one, to be honest. There might have been one. And Mazood is really enjoying that Mauga, huh? Well, I don't blame him. I actually kind of like Mauga too. Don't say I said that. But I see why people find him problematic. Don't get me wrong. He's not my favorite hero to play, but I kind of enjoy him. Just 2 miniguns and stuff. It's just funny. And he can be quite dynamic to play, even though he's kind of one-dimensional, people would say. But still, there's some depth to him, and he's fun. He's just not always fun to play against. That's probably the biggest issue. But let's see, we have two very different worlds colliding. We have a classic double bubble against a rather modern composition with a Mauga Sigma. So we have a poke. We have a poke tank combined with Mauga, who is pretty much anti-dive. Oh boy. That's going to be a lot of pressure here onto shots 12. You don't get the kill onto the Widow, though. Still, 2 tanks are going to be traded out here for each side. Both pretty much, let's say, the off tank. Straight out. Omazuti. Still on the flank here with the big Samoan guy. Now he goes in aggressive. Doesn't get here onto shots 12. Kozak, though, is the one putting shots 12 out of his misery. Mazuti is still alive. He's just doing his thing. Nobody's really punishing him for it too. Mura in the back line, doing his hardest to clear that high ground. Lots of pressure now onto Unorthodox. It's going to be the nade, though, just in time. And Simon with that kill onto Kozak. Nano, though, applied onto Imba. Who's looking for the targets in front, but there's just too much shield power. So with the Zarya, Mura now goes in, has to blame it. Look at that. 1 dash, 2 kills. Immediately both tanks dead. Oh, and Mura! The ears of an absolute bloodhound. Give him the chance to get Hikaru at the tire. The timing was impeccable. And that's going to be first point capped on the back of that Genji blade. Such a fantastic play. Yeah, the anti-air Junkrat is the best Junkrat indeed. And the most impressive one as well, if I may say so. So, more than 4 minutes still available for this fantastic pink team that has been showing off so far. But still, the blue team is in this. They have a good chance here to bring this back. And look at that. And Eva also threw the Sigma out of the window. It's going to be the Winston here as well. Snip with the Coalescence answering here, trying to get his team back into the fight here. Cage is going to be used here, and we see some people trapped inside of it. So now everybody should take... Oh, yeah, that's again the anti-crash, by the way. That can happen, as said. It's the second time now that this happened. I think something is about Mauga that this keeps happening, because people say that this hasn't happened a month, and now this is the first time that we really see a lot of Mauga played. And since then, it keeps happening. But, you know, doesn't really matter. For this game, the anti-crash is a good thing. It really is a good thing. It keeps the game running, even though it's a little bit weird sometimes to watch and also to play. When we see it in slow motion, the players see that too. So exactly, Flancy. I mean, look at your name. You should take a lot of water, you know. Gotta look beautiful and dandy, you know. So, oh boy, okay, Kozak. Okay, Kozak, relax. Chris, gonna be Naruto in the backline with that Primal Rage. Immediately gets a kill, but the well-timed flail shot from Unorthodox will at least give him a little bit of distance, but it doesn't matter because Chris is definitely not... It's definitely not in the mood to let him be. Whoa, okay, what if... Okay, but Chris, I see what you're doing. Those mechanics are exactly what you need in those pugs. And what you're gonna need in the upcoming tournament. Mura getting into position. Of course, needs to be mindful of, I was about to say, of the sideline of Tessie. Goes in, gets the kill on the Kozak. Oh my! That deflect, though, was a tasty one. There's another anti-crash here. So, there is that. Yeah, you can climb over the building. You indeed can. You can also send Diva Bombs over that one. Just saying. Well, it's gonna be a grab. Big one. Mura's not in the position, though. It's gonna be the Dragon, though, to maybe defend. Because there's going to be people trapped inside of this little choke point. Doesn't matter, though. Kills still keep coming in for that pink team. They lose pitch him. And even despite of all that, the blue team, they make it back. And they have spawn advantage, so... Not much to do here. And Simon doesn't have an off-tank right now, so needs to be mindful of how he goes in. Because Mazuti's back here. Hikaru now with another try on that tire. And he's going to be successful. And blows shots 12 up. Oh, and Hikaru with another one onto Simon here. So, it's time to retreat for this pink team. Can they even do that? There's going to be a lot of pressure coming in. Can they keep everyone safe? It seems like it. Yep. Zarya and both supports are just enough to stay alive. Simon goes in aggressive. 2 seconds still. Does his have his bubble back now? See? Ready to jump. Potentially. Kozak is there in front. There's also the Enna. But of course he needs to be mindful of Mazuti, which is the reason why he doesn't go in immediately. And also Mazuti having the cage. Hopefully something that the pink team knows. They don't have Snip's Coalescence, unfortunately, to pierce the shields and just get some healing done. So not much here, but Hikaru is the first one to die. So the Junkrat bites the dust. Lots of firepower gone. Miro with the next one. And Snip is the one that is out of this. Oh, pardon, I just messed up 2 names. Let's see. Oh, pitch him is too low. Yes. Oh, but but the nano comes in just in time, and Pitchum will be live here, but should be a little bit more aggressive. You need to get the kill onto Kozak immediately because you want to relieve your team for this firepower. Mazuti drops extremely low. There's a chance now, the final chance for this pink team to really get something done here, but Pitchum again, way too much damage here now with the Coalescence of Snip on point. It will be pretty much impossible to save lives on that. The pink team struggling to even touch, to even get an overtime going. And it's only 1 meter and 8 centimeters that separates them from pushing second point. And that is a rather disappointing development of this match. It's Hanzo. Oh, that's interesting. Right now we have some talks going on in the game chat, and Gulag Boy has been in touch with the devs. And interestingly, it's not Mauga, it's actually Hanzo. Oh, the manually implemented fall-off logic. Hey, we all knew Hanzo was the problem. Let's be absolutely honest here. Manually implemented damage fall off last patch. Probably that is very complicated to implement. Yeah, it causes too much server load. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that our fantastic devs have an eye on that. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get this under control. Gotta have dinner. All right. Guten Hunger, as we say here. Pflanzi. See you around. See you soon. Alright. Yeah, I'm also getting hungry myself, I have to say. But it's okay. I'll have dinner after this puck session. But yeah, interesting. So Hanzo is the one causing this with his fall of logic. We'll see if we can, if the devs have a fix for that. Well, nothing can fix Snip's death for now. Mura with the next one onto Kozak. Okay, the pink team. Showing off very, very nicely. Hikaru, though, has a chance here to ensue some chaos. We'll get the kill onto Unorthodox, and Mura dies as well. So the blue team maybe not in the worst position, potentially, if Invacris plays this correctly, but there's not much left here of the Winston. And now you're gonna end up as a stagger in the end. We see a Ryan Zarya as well, I just noticed. That's the first time we see a Ryan Zarya today. Almost disappointed with some 6v6 enjoyers, because of course that used to be the classic tank composition. Oh no. How did that happen? Well, Unorthodox just flipped over again, and Hikaru adds insult to injury with shots 12 in the dust. Invacris gets pinned though. Oh, but nice nade here from Cybersontage. The very seasoned and a veteran from the MO7 PUGs, yet again showing off his class and what he has learned from his favorite streamer. Look at that mechanic. So there was a chance for the pink team to hold this, but they lose this team fight immediately upon death of Unorthodox. And that's gonna be the first point immediately capped. Almost 5 minutes available. Not many ultimates. Teamfights have been rather short and sweet. Not much damage going on. For both teams, in fact. Oh, Hikaru taking a chance. Doesn't hit the shot though. Sees the wings of Unorthodox, hits that shot. Also hits another headshot onto shots 12. Really being a nuisance there from the off angle. In front we see a lot of charging power, it seems like. Mazuti just chilling on card. Invacris with a kill onto Simon. The pink team not really getting a grasp onto this. They don't really know what to do. Pitchimir will receive a nano, but does he really have a target to go onto? I guess yes. Mazuti drops very low, but will disengage. Gets help. Unorthodox drops low here. Thank you, Gritter1, by the way, for the follow. Sieb in front here. And again, the blue team just too strong. Kozak with another kill here. Mazuti goes in aggressive with that overrun, slams into Simon, but doesn't get a kill. And now he himself has to fear for his life, but he's just fine. Uses his cardiac overdrive. Shatter also from Simon onto the backline. He already got a pin kill onto Kozak. Cybersantage is dead here as well, but Simon is no long for this world as he drops way too low. And now it is time to somehow get back into the driver's seat, because that payload... It's gonna be sleepy. Mazuti deployed that cage, and it's gonna be so strong here. The pink team, they try to swing, but can they really secure this? It seems like it. The cage actually falls. Mura goes ham, immediately gets 2 kills, and there is that. Okay. Yeah. Somebody getting a little bit too hot-headed here, we have to say. Keep it chill. You still have a shot at this game. Still 2.5 minutes though for the blue team, so you have to be very clean. And of course, getting ahead of yourself and losing your nerves is exactly what you don't need. And Mura, for example, he doesn't lose his nerves at all. Nice tracking yet again. Imacris will get finished off here immediately. That nano as well onto him. To no avail, as it just gets melted immediately thanks to that high noon. Let's see. Okay, Mazuti. Went in aggressive there. Mura just realized it immediately. But still, there's a chance for the pink team to stabilize. Simon also sitting on this shatter. Still, such a valuable resource. So what to do? You have, of course, a primal, can go fancy with that Kozak. Having that dragon, you could, you might as well combo that maybe with Mazuti whenever that cage comes online. Even though you don't have much time, you should have enough time to get this cage up. Simon getting himself into position, maybe setting up something onto Mazuti. When he goes in a little bit too aggressive, you could pin him off the map, but on the other hand, Mura got the kill here onto Cybersantage, but immediately the answer of the DPS of the blue team, the come in. Simon needs to clutch this up, maybe with a shatter here, and the kills, they keep coming in now for the pink team. Stabilization achieved. Shots 12 knows that there's a Cassidy down below, is gonna call that out probably. Oh, Hikaru immediately. Immediate answer, but 12 HP and shots 12 goes in, and Hikaru drops so low, and it will be fell. And that is great, because now you can take more and more time off the clock. But now you have Mazuti with that cage. Kozak used his dragon though in the meantime, but look at the rest of the blue team. So many check marks here available for this team. Simon goes in aggressive. Mazuti takes a lot of damage from that snip. Needs to be careful here. Mura goes in aggressive. Shots 12 got the kill onto Kozak in the meantime. Suzu's already forced out though from Unorthodox, but there's gonna be a Kitsune rush available. The pink team, they have all the resources to show off here. And so much pressure onto the blue team. And at some point, the blue team needs to do a play. They have so many ultimates here available. Kozak also swaps onto the Ash. Snip getting aggressive into position. There's going to be the attempt with the Captive Sun. Can he secure a target? He can. There's going to be the Anna blown to smithereens, but you lose Mazuti in front. The blue team secures 2 kills immediately, but the pink team is not out of this yet. Pitch him. Not really high charge still. Both tanks are alive here. Hikaru trying to shoot. Pitch him behind the shield, and the shield is not going to be long. And the Hikaru falls here. Unfortunately, Simon drops extremely low, and his fire strike still gets a kill here. Can the pink team somehow get back onto point? They have a chance here. It is still possible. The pulse bomb, unfortunately, from Mura does not get anything. Shots 12 here with that pick onto the Sombra. Needs to go immediately onto Cybersantage, but the sleep dart is perfect! And you have no chance to survive now. Both DPS are gone, but at least the tanks get back onto it. Pitch him back with that ball pick, but Simon will get juggled around. Tessie is unfortunately also dead. It's only Pitchum right now holding it up here. There's still the Lucy round from Unorthodox, but he needs to jump now onto cart, and there's no chance he can dodge safely. So, that marks the end of this match. The blue team will take Blizzard World home in such an absolute wildfire. Fantastic. Very, very close match in the end. And again, such a match. It was so weird here to finish this map. It was so unlikely as well. And look at that. Both teams almost got that done. And that is the Pachi that we saw earlier. Mura, the big brain and the big ears helping out. Coming in clutch. And that's the GG for here. Well, this is usually the end of the PUG session. Usually we say 8 p.m. is the end, but still, that's going to be the question if we want to keep playing for at least one more map. If not, this is the end. If yes, we'll get an extra one. We get an encore. I'm gonna ask Real Gulag Boy. Oh, and it seems like we have another. Alright, we have another one. So, one more map. Antarctic Peninsula seems to be the last one we'll play. One more dance. One more chance to show off in the Magic 6. Hello there, Bloody. Greetings, greetings. Well, indeed a GG. Wait, it's not Antarctic Peninsula. You can already see it on this this little window over there. You can see the game, and the OGs, or pretty much everyone who knows Overwatch well enough knows what map this is. We are going to King's Row. Where else? It's always the best map to finish off a PUG session, isn't it? Head explosion. Oh, you are playing your mind out, Mira. I mean, Avant-Garde. I mean, Yuzan. However you want to get called, man. I'm sometimes just Avant-Garde, I guess. I'm sometimes a little bit confused on what to do, man. Well, Avant-Garde, I hope you still had some fun. Oh, and he's also still playing. Okay, I thought that was a sign that he would be stopping, but I mean, knowing him, knowing his long history of Genjiism, of course he's not gonna stop. Nice to see Overwatch 1 making a comeback. Not really. Not really. This is not Overwatch 1, and this is not inspired by Overwatch 1, really. It is the attempt to use the old Overwatch 1 format and combine it with Overwatch 2 hero policy. So there's still going to be all the reworks for all the heroes active. There's also, as you can see, the new heroes active. So it's a whole new form, basically, of playing Overwatch. It's a combination of the old and the new. And that's exactly the point. Honestly, I personally was kind of glad when Overwatch 1 was gone. Because, you know, the late years of Overwatch 1 have been dreadful, and we wanted something fresh. But nobody has ever asked for 6v6 to be gone, so there you go. This is pretty much how I would have liked to see Overwatch actually coming to life. Oh jeez, that was painful to watch though. Those comps are cursed indeed. Holy. Did you see what was happening? Well, me neither. Both teams were exchanging hits left and right, we have to say. Unorthodox now with a Kiriko. Okay, interesting swap. New tank synergy is very interesting. Exactly that's the point. Because I think 6v6 has a chance. Of course, 5v5 has its merits, has its good sides. But why not test this out and see what happens? I'm very neutral. I'm a caster, so if you give me 5v5, if you give me 6v6, I don't care. I will cast it, and I will gladly enjoy it. But other than that, I like some 6v6 once in a while, and I like to talk about it. I mean, even the devs are open for it. But anyways, let's see what's happening. Gonna be a Shetty in front. Oh my, okay, that was a jump scare. Quite literally, the blue team again just mowing down his team. And the pink team is sent back. But there's still a chance for them to really bring this map to a different close. And we see Snifson off the Mauga. He realizes that the Mauga doesn't really do him a lot of favors, so it's going to be the ball instead, which seems more like a comfort pick. Oh my, okay, Kozak. Well, he shoots unorthodox, a new one. Simon again. Oh, that's, my god, what are you doing to poor Simon? Well, he has to already deal with a Mauga, then he gets pinned into the wall, and the rest of the pink team just is used as a freaking towel. Less than half of the time is available, and the blue team playing it easily. 4 ultimates available for them. But also, as we can see, the pink team, oh, Kozak! Oh my, Kozak tries to get away, but can he close the distance? Simon, he does, yes. They go there to kill him. Mura goes in for the blade, gets the kill on the snip, but will get traded out. Doesn't matter. Damage is done already. Hikaru drops a little bit too low and sniffs in that comfort pick onto the ball. Just makes such a great difference. And that's exactly the thing with this. Mauga, of course, is annoying, but he's not the answer to everything. Sometimes just eke it out with what you know best is what you need to do. Oh, and Simon really is sniffing some blood here. He has enough of this. No more bullying. Point? Guys, point! Thank you. I don't know how often we had that today, but it was quite many times, actually, that we saw the point just getting completely ignored. And that's another time of that. Well, let's see. This is going to be quite the predicament now for the pink team. I mean, they capped, of course, and they have some time on their hands, but the blue team, they have a fantastic comp to just hold this for ages. Snifson, though, is going to be quite the issue. But Hikaru? Oh, boy. Oh, Simon, I hope you loved your life here. Kozak sends in the dragon into the archway, into the cage as well, and there's no denial here. 2 kills immediately. Mira gets out alive still, but that team fight is concluded in favor of the blue team. Okay, Pitchum. I hear Pitchum doing something. Oh, Mazuti, very aggressive here. In front, both tanks, in fact, but Pitchum was maybe baiting this. He's so low here, and Mura just swoops in. I don't know what the tanks were cooking. I think he was cooking something with the shatter, but now they've just invited the pink team in on pushing so far on the alley face. If you go in for the cleanups here, just as you should, you should be fine here, but there's going to be the nano now applied onto Hikaru. Ooh. Ouch. What Gulag boy was saying, never forget to hydrate. Oh my. Ooh, sorry. I'm fine. Everything is good. Everything is mighty fine. No issues whatsoever. So. Oh, snip. Such aggression, but of course it's something you like to see from a Baptiste, just taking some off angles. You know how much damage this hero can do, so why not put it to use? Taking some shots onto Unorthodox. Also Mura. Just waiting for a chance to pop his blade. Pitchum hasn't used the shatter still. That's using... Oh, look at that huge shatter! It's a big slap. Oh my god. Okay, I need to take a chill, guys. Oh my. Oh, that hurt. Indeed, bloody, indeed. That was well played by Pitchum. Just mind gaming correctly and getting the kills. I'm taking a chill a little bit. Tessie with a kill onto Snip. Huge one. Window is also not available with that. Tree will be planted, and Pitchum is dead here. Oh, Simon this time taking the bet out of him. Mazuti tries to get out. Shatter will be available for Simon, who knows that there's no shield in front, so he just needs the right targets here. Mazuti is zoned off here from his supports now, needs to run back. We're stabilized upon that, but there's going to be the bash in front. You could shatter that if you wanted that, but Simon is a little bit too low. Shatter will be used still. Mazuti contest the point pretty much for free, and look at that, the blue team will eventually win this out, as the pink team has no chance really get back onto it. Overtime will be triggered, but there's nothing to gain from this. Okay, sorry guys. Oh yeah, I need to take more breaks in between. I think I'm talking a little bit too much and not hydrating enough. And of course you need to keep up that balance. You need to make sure that your throat is always moisturized. And you just need those breaks. And I haven't been taking a break in between. There was one break where I really just shut up for like a minute or something. And it really does wonders. And now my body basically forced that break from me. And I said, okay, brother, keep it chill. Okay, sorry guys. Ow. It's also the reason why you like to have a co-caster. Because then you can juggle the voices around. Hydration Nation, but indeed. That's why. Because you can rest your own voice with that. Oh, Persephone, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you are enjoying the cast, enjoying the Magic 6 bugs. Now with the last match of the evening on King's Row. And we saw the pink team trying their hardest, but not succeeding. At least through the alley phase, that is. The first point they could secure. And after that, not much was gained from that. And they had a great try. They had the chances here. I think Simon should have just... I mean, there was a good idea in just shielding everyone off from Mazuti, so he couldn't be healed. But honestly, you just shatter him and then shield everybody off. Because then he has no chance to survive anyways. He can't shoot, he can't proc his passive. There's nothing really for him to gain. Oh, an Unorthodox has to be very careful here. Oh, that aggression from Hikaru. We've seen Hikaru popping off a lot, so that is no surprise here. Unorthodox though will win the first duel though, but immediately responded by the blue team with 2 quick kills onto very crucial members of the pink team. So you bring yourself into a fantastic position. Hikaru, look at the aggression. They just don't care an inch. And with that trick, he will also get Simon here. The pink team, unfortunately, almost getting disrespected here in this situation. And Hikaru needs to get out here before he gets finished off. And that's just fine. So first point has fallen. Simon back with the Reinhardt. But I have to say, in this composition that you're facing, of course, especially because of Hikaru, because of Kozak, you won't have much shield. And once your shield is gone, you're going to get discorded anyways by Cyber. So, very rough spot here for the Rhine to be played. But of course, on King's Row, you can always get a Rhine to work. Oh, and Hikaru. Hikaru is absolutely the cook of this team. Look at that positioning. Now goes an aggressive. Tassie, no chance to survive here. Goes on to Unorthodox, almost secures the kill here too, but in the end, will get killed here. But there's a lot of healing already gone. Still, the pink team will win this team fight out because the damage is too good. And that's exactly the chance that the pink team needs to use. They need to use their composition advantageously. They have this archway under control. This archway is your life. It's literally the heart of your defense. If this doesn't fall, you have one of the greatest chances to just survive. The blue team needs to get creative around you. And as I say that, Unorthodox will get killed here. It's going to be the dragon sent in by the veteran himself, by Kozak. But now Mura goes in and he has the chance to turn this entire match around. Gets the kill immediately, but gets absolutely melted within a millisecond here. Still, it is enough to destabilize the blue team and send them back to the drawing board. But of course, they're coming up on their ultimates. Pink team has a little bit less resources, but is not defenseless. Great Shatter and Sniffson just get melted immediately. Was so close to his cage as well. And Simon on the off angle now needs to get out. Bob will get melted. There's no chance for him to survive here with so much damage. Mazuti goes in aggressive. Simon, no chance for him. That's a great purple here, but Pitcham has way too much HP to get finished off by the burn of Shots 12's Dynamite. And Unorthodox drops a little bit here. Should be fine for now, though. Almost 3.5 minutes still for this blue team and Mazuti. It's on an off angle. Mealy gets discorded, though. Needs to get out. And now let's see. This might be the final fight, the final stand of the pink team. There's gotta be the cage immediately in, but the transcendence of both Zens immediately counters everything. But Mazuti was mindful with his cage, and now Simon does not like where he is trapped, and that was just perfectly played. The chess match that was led here by Mazuti will conclude this map. There's no chance for the pink team really to get back. Even if they pick fast heroes, there's just no chance. They will roll into the finish line silently but victoriously, and that is what counts. It's over. The blue team secures victory here on the final map of this evening. Congratulations to them, and congratulations on the conclusion of another fantastic session of Magic 6. And Hikaru with the play of the game. We saw that bastard popping off so much. Oh yeah, that off angle, that cage. Look at that. It's everything. Free range. Just pick up the kills. That is exactly where the pink team actually falls. Oh my. Okay, that was quite the killing spree here. All right. So, that is that. What is that? Is that for real what Placid Flunky is saying? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, no Reaper guy, indeed, no Reaper guy in this session. Yeah, I'm surprised too. And usually we see way more Zarya than today. We saw a lot of Mauga. Usually the funny part was that Mauga wasn't exactly played a lot last patch. As far as I know, he used to be kind of on the bad side actually, because he gets a lot of nerfs in the 6v6 context because he himself is just too sustainable and too egoistic. So you need to tone that all down and need to force him to play a little bit more with the team. And that's usually what you really do. So there is that. But we'll see. Placid Flunky just typed that they hotfixed Maug. I'm not sure if that was sarcastic or if Placid Flunky is actually part of the dev team. I cannot confirm that. We'll see. We'll see. There might be something happening. I mean, the dev team is pretty proud of this workshop code, and they maintain it a lot. They definitely are open to feedback, and they take a lot of rounds to make this code as perfect as it can be and make every hero somehow strong. But that's a good point. If you want to give feedback, !Magic6, there's the Discord server, and we have a section for feedback on the lower part of the Discord. So if you want to leave any tips to the devs, what could be changed, what you would like to see, you can leave it right there. There's feedback PUGs, feedback MISC for miscellaneous, and feedback for devs. And especially if you want to comment on the workshop code, make sure to hand it out to the devs. They are on our Discord. They know that we are here. Toast, who has been here, for example, is pretty much the chief dev of this workshop code. And he is open to the suggestions of you. I think I need to stop it very fast. Holy. My throat is really not feeling it. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope why does Mauga? Oh yeah, we can fix that, don't worry. As said, put it in the feedback if you really want to say it out loud. And I guess today we saw a lot of Mauga. We were basically acting as a playtest, and I think the devs saw that he is quite strong. But maybe that is, I'm not entirely sure if that is because the hero is strong or because he's playing in the correct way. We saw Mazuti doing that. He was very aggressive, very mindful though of his engages. He just overall played a very good and patient Mauga. GG's, bloody GG's. Oh yeah, these PUGs are every week. They are just not casted every week. So if you want to, !Magic6, and 6, the number 6, not the word, and you will gain access to the Discord where you can join and come into the PUGs for next Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. Berlin time zone. But yeah, this has been it. This has been a banger session. And thank you so much for attending today, for being here in the chat with me, for enjoying these games together with me. I'm truly sorry about my throat. I guess I overestimated myself. I haven't casted in a while, and I talked quite a lot today. And it's not the first time that this happens to me, and I still keep doing it. So I'm keeping it a little chill for the rest of the evening. I don't want to lose my voice. So, but yeah, still, it was a fun one. I apologize for the coughing in between. And I will make sure that next time I'll take more breaks between matches and hydrate a little more. So, yeah. It should be fine, though. Should be fine. So, also thanks to all the gladiators today on the server. It was a fun one watching you as per usual. Keep up the pace, keep up the good mood, and don't forget there's going to be a tournament coming on August 24th. We will make the announcement and give you all the deets that you need to sign up. Or even if you're interested in helping out, there's the chance to help out with our tournament organization. So you can apply also as a referee or a tournament organizer, or even a caster or observer, anything like that. If you want to help out in the production or in the organization of this tournament, in case you don't want to play yourself, there's a chance. Just DM Real Gulag Boy on Discord. You can find him on the Discord server. He is one of the admins. And yeah, just send him your application. Make sure not to just say, oh yeah, I'm interested. Make sure to say, of course, what role you are applying for, and if you have any experiences in these roles, of course, just to know also if you're a newbie or if you are actually very experienced in those kind of things. Well, anyways, thank you so much for the evening. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the games. Thanks for the wholesome chat as per usual. And see you next time. I will try to cast. Oh, wait, no. Next week I can't cast. Next week I have something going. But yeah, exclamation mark Magic6. Make sure to join the Discord and we will make the official announcement for the tournament there. And there's going to be PUGs, of course, from 6 to 8 p.m. as said, even next week. On Saturday, pretty much exactly 7 days from today. So there's that. Really good session. Really good session. Yeah, Mazuti, I know you have been truly enjoying your Mauga. Well, glad to see that. Glad to see that, man. Well, now for real. Thanks so much for watching. Have a nice one and see you guys around. Chris out.